Hello, today we are going to create some glasses using Clayoo for Rhinoceros and starting from some curves that we have previously drawn in Adobe Illustrator. So firstly we will save our Illustrator file, OK to the default settings, and next we will look for this file and we'll drop it to our Rhino interface here, and we will import it with the default settings. OK, and here we have our curves that we are going to organize in layers. This one will be called curves, and I will select this and move here and rename as from curves. Yes, I will hide this one that I am not going to use for this moment, and will reorient the front and align to have it on the XZ plane. Here on this view. Okay, and now the outer curves, I will select it and copy and paste. So you can see I have two identical curves, and I will hide one of them, and this other I'm going to modify it by creating an arc tangent from somewhere in here to maybe, let's say, tangent, yeah, something like this, and I will do the same in the side of the glasses. Okay, and I will use these two new cubes to trim these parts of the glasses. And here, okay. Now we will join these cubes and we'll rebuild them to have, yes, 20 or 25 control points on them, and this one I'm going to hide for this moment. And now I will create a square between these two curves to be the curve, the profile curve, to create a sweep between them. So I will select the rectangle and 3 points. Okay, we'll take some snap, maybe on here, and one other point here, and we will use the length to have a square. Okay, now I will align to have it on the exit plane, and now we are ready to start modeling in Clayoo. So we turn on the addition mode and we will go for the sweep to rails tool. In here we pick up the first rail and the second one, and finally the profile, and click enter to see the result. We have to align the curves, we have to change this one, and I will change the number of segments to 4. I will try to adapt with using the number of segments around the sweep. Maybe like this will be okay. 19 or even maybe 20. We were with 19, and when we are happy, just click on OK to validate the geometry, and we will show the curves we have previously hidden. And from this point we are going to start modifying the faces and points and edges to better adapt our shape to the outer profile here. So I will firstly change the view mode, and I will create some new divisions somewhere over here maybe, and one another just here. I'm going to modify these edges to have them better adapted to the curve. Yes, something like this. Also this one like this, and let's place this one around here and rotate a bit. Yes, something like this, a bit wider. Let's see how it is in subdivided. I think quite good. And I will select these two faces, going to move them a bit outside, something like this. From here I'm going to maybe we'll rotate and move something like this. Maybe from here I'm going to extrude them. I don't want them so separate, maybe like this. 2 segments will be okay. I'm going to move it a bit. Okay. And now let's modify again edges like this on here. This one to be like this. I'm going to move all of this a bit upper, and we'll adapt this to the curve. I'm to change to subdivided mode to see if I'm happy with the result. Yeah, quite good. Maybe let's motivate this one. Let's change this view mode to maybe let's do it a bit longer like this. Yes, something like this. And we will be doing exactly the same in the other side to create the bridge. And we are going to create some divisions, somewhere like this and somewhere over here, and then I will extrude these two faces. I can even move a bit both of them, and let me also move these edges to have them better adapted to the profile. Let's move just the faces, something like this. And then we can extrude these two faces using the group mode, somewhere like here. Be careful to not trespass the z-axis here. Just keep it a bit before it, here maybe, and we will taper it a little less, something like this will work, and validate the extrusion, and then delete the new faces because we want to use the naked points here to be projected on the white Z-plane here. This way we can create now the symmetry for our entire object. Then we go and select symmetry and edge loop, and then select the naked edges of the object, and we'll have the symmetry created here. Then I can modify it a little bit, validate the symmetry, and then modify the geometry to be something like this, maybe. And we can move it a bit more like this. Now we have our frame almost created. We just have to do a few more modifications to have our frame ready. So for example, let's select this face in here and let's do it wider. For the nose, something like this. Yes. And then we will also create some divisions on the inner part of the frame to create the gap to hold the glasses lens. Then we will create a division. Let's have it like this. And we have to create the division on the inner part firstly. Yes. And now I will create a split sides. Let me hide the curves on the document. And select all of the edges of the new division and go to split sides, and we'll divide it somewhere in here. Yes. And then we will select all of our new faces by clicking in select view, and we'll extrude them inside the frame to create this gap. This time we have to use the local normals to extrude them, and we won't have any tapering on it. Let's see in subdivision mode. Yes, I think something like this will work. And click on OK. We're going to do this a bit narrower, just a bit like this. Now I think we don't have to do any more modifications. Then we have the frame of our glasses ready. Then I'm going to change the layer for the frame, and we'll move it to this layer. We'll change the name to frame. What? Yes. And now we can turn on the arm curves layer. To start creating the arm of the glasses. I'm going to locate it in a place where it is helpful to me to create the new geometry. I think it will be okay somewhere in here. Great. And I will start by subtracting these faces on the frame. Extract and copying. Yes, please. We'll move them a little bit, and I will change the layer, and then we'll lock this and this so I can select or modify anything on the frame or on the curve accidentally. I'm going to modify a little bit the points on this surface. To be something like this. And next I will create an inset for all of these new faces. Sorry, not an extrude, but an inset here. This measurement will work, or even less, like this. Now I will move these new faces to follow the shape of the curve. Let's see how we're doing. Let's modify some of the points here. We will scale it a little bit just to have it being more similar to the curve. And now I will extrude these new faces. just one division, yes, and okay. Now I will move it a bit to be something like this, and I want to modify some of the points here just to be like this, and I will change to the subdivision mode to see how we are doing. Okay, let's modify the position of this face in here, and also we will rotate it to be something like this. I will select maybe this point also to move it a little bit outside. And now let's see again in the subdivision mode that our curve here is too open, so we have to try to create some divisions on the arm, maybe by selecting these edges here and trying to create split sides. Let's see in this position. Yeah, I think it is pretty similar to our curve, so we can keep it like this, and the ending it's maybe we can create one more division. Let's see how it will work. If we add a new division here, let's see, the end of the arm will become better, so we will keep it like this. I think it's quite good, the result. Yes, I like it. And let's see, we have to cap this end of the arm, so we will try to select the object and go to fill, and now maybe this end is going to be very soft, yes, so we need to select this new face and do an inset of it, and also maybe add a new division close to it, somewhere like this. And now, yes, it is much better now. And let's see both of the objects subdivided. Let's unlock this layer and see the subdivision mode for both of them. Maybe we should create an inset for these faces to get a better match between these faces. And create a new inset here. Okay, and let's see now. Yes, and now they will match much better. So I can move it a bit closer to the frame. Like here. Just touching. Quite good. And we'll create also a new symmetry for this object. This time we will select the plane, we will start 0 and like this. Then we have the complete frame of our glasses created. We can change the layer for the arms. Oh, rename it arms. And finally we will turn off the addition mode in Clayoo, and we'll turn off the curves as well. And I'll be adding some objects on the scene to make it more realistic. So I will import this and this file, this one first. I will scale it like 2. This is going to be the length for our glasses, just to make a quick render with them. Well, something like this. Make sure it is inside the frame. Okay. And also we will import this little joint here, and we will place it somewhere like this. Probably going to rotate it a bit. Let's do it a bit smaller. I think it will work like this. We can leave it here. Yes, and then we have to mirror our new objects. We will change the view mode to ray traced, and we'll be applying some materials to our objects. Assign to objects, then we'll select the lens, we'll select the glass for them. Finally we will select the joints, and we'll be applying some metallic and material to them, and we can have a quite good and quick render with this. I hope you enjoyed the tutorial, and see you soon. Thank you.